So
Yeah, tell me, what do you speak with
yeah,
marketing?
so there were a few things that we went over.
Mm-hmm.
One was, their current journey of the farmers, things
Okay.
that they need like grading, uh, pricing, community, and all of that. So then
Mm-hmm.
I asked him what are the major pain points, and like the coffee industry, it's pretty much identical. He said access to larger markets, better pricing, and the conversation that we had right in the beginning about making them the spearheading community for prices, and let's say also grading. So he's also sent me a grading sheet now,
Mm-hmm.
which I was looking at, and then he told me that somebody, like a friend of his, has already it's in the beta mode, has started grading via AI. So which,
Yeah,
yeah, which is something that I had thought, collectively with somebody for another project. So
I
I'm
see.
guessing they're also doing it. Yeah, so these are the things, and just, focusing around how technology can aid them. And we were looking at how the transition of generational wealth is happening within the community. Because of the lack of inclusion of the younger generation, most of the farmers are selling their
Oh,
farms to
yeah,
people who either have no knowledge or need to hire someone.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
that's also a very important part which can be utilized, in
yeah,
some way.
yeah.
So, yeah, it was quite a fruitful conversation. I've got some other points which I've written down, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we can talk about that, when I can talk about that with Vlatko, and then after something comes up, we'll share it
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the community. Yeah.
So essentially, you're like
So
looking at you're gathering insights from him for the ESG funding front. That's what it is.
partially, or social impact. Another thing, it was very kind of him to say. So I said that, I said one off day when, if everybody is free, do you think we can do the same conversation with the farmers? He said, I don't know if that's possible, but what I can do is that if you send me a list of questions, if and when I have the time,
Uh-huh.
I can get some insights from them. I said that's fantastic, but please don't pressurize yourself. Whenever you have the time, it would be great. So he himself offered, and I thought that was really nice of him
Oh, wait, offer to do what?
to just get insights from the farmers.
Ah, I see, I see, I see.
Yeah, for basically, if you look at the double diamond, the discovery.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
also to validate that, okay, if this is our problem area, it actually exists, and it's not from just like quantitative data, it's also qualitative, and
I get
from
it.
the actual source.
Okay,
So
that's good.
yeah. So yeah, he was really great. How was the social media marketing
Oh
call?
wow. Suhei like utilized the notions and created an entire calendar for like the next 2 weeks.
Okay,
I think it's going to populate it
okay,
for like the whole month. So
okay,
all the
okay,
programming is already lined up on the calendar. I'm just like waiting for him to like share the calendar with the rest of us.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had a WhatsApp conversation with Emmeline, and she was saying she's recreating the brand colors and stuff like that. So I said that don't double work, because already it's been done. So have a look at it. But I don't know, she was saying something. So she said that she's going to create the voice and tone. So I said, yeah, have a chat with Anya, and also
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I said that the branding approach was done by
What's up, Val?
How's it going?
Hi
Having chat with
Val.
Anupa.
And
Yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
So yeah, I don't know about her direction, but she had mentioned something.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought she was joining today. I'm guessing she's busy.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
no. It's like today is mainly
yeah.
on the main like the main website, And then I'm like
She wanted to join, so I said, yeah, sure, but I don't know. Okay, till Sadi joins, should I just share what I've been
yes.
thinking of?
Yes, yes. I think you should like share the onboarding since we're recording it. We will share with the like rest of the group as well, and then like they actually like understand where we are thinking about for onboarding.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
So if yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, we need to add the white paper. I just realized that it's
Yeah.
not there on
Okay.
the website. Okay, so if this is the main, let's say the
Yeah.
contribution,
Yeah.
so what will happen? There will be the beer hall, the contributor, and the investor. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
The beer hall, you submit, you get an email, and then you go into the WhatsApp. The
Yes.
contributor, also the same, submit, email, WhatsApp. For the investor, I don't think we need to put them into any WhatsApp group. We can have a conversation via email and then see which
Yeah.
WhatsApp group they would like to fit in. Then I realized that there should be a third contribution angle, which we don't need to start right now, is for the DAO members to
Uh-huh.
submit if they have any query, if they would like to
Yeah.
switch projects or something, and
Okay.
it's not possible for them to either track people via WhatsApp, so there has to be
Yeah.
a system where it's automated. Um, in terms of the, let's say, the forms, so let's say the beer hall, it's very
Mhm.
simple. It's name, email address, LinkedIn, why do you want to join, and that's it. So
What's
in
that?
terms of the email, the automated email that will go back, it will be telling you what the beer hall is, what is the thing about. Here is the WhatsApp link, which I think you will need to give me, and what
Yeah.
are the guidelines. Okay,
Mhm.
once that happens, what I thought as an instruction,
Mhm.
they should say hi, hashtag newbie, their name, and also the area that they would like to join in,
Mhm.
like let's
Mhm.
say if it's this
Yeah.
conversation or something. And
Yeah.
that also
Yeah.
goes for the contributor name, what
Wait, what
capacity.
was the
I
first
was
one?
thinking for
The first one?
the beer hall,
Beer hall. I
the
see the
beer hall.
Developing
Yeah,
Society. They kind
yeah,
of like just go
yeah.
in. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the second one is the contributor. Now, for the contributor, what I realized that on the website there are roles. So
Yeah.
why would you join? Should we put it as a specific role or just like a
Yeah.
general description?
No, I think we should have
Uh
very specific roles. So if
yeah,
you become a
yeah.
contributor, you already know like what the job description are for each like roles. So it's not
So
just
then
like,
when
oh, you come in as a contributor, you invest in. No, it's like these are the project needs in terms of roles, and each role will have its like set of tasks. Do you actually want to undertake this? Yes. Okay, then you select and you go.
but what if you want to, if you're like, I don't know, some role that is not there and it's in the other, so then that also should come up, right? Where you
Mm.
have an option of saying that what is the skill set that you can provide, because we're not at that stage where we can be that picky also, if somebody has some great skill set which we could utilize,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should definitely use it, right? So I
Or
think
maybe
that,
say define your own.
yeah, roles
Yeah,
and define your own.
define your own role.
uh
Oh yeah.
Role. Okay. So they also get the similar email where
Yeah.
it says that I think Emmeline is she rewriting some of the text? That's why I've
I'm
not added.
rewriting the bulk of the text because like there's a lot of spelling error in there. That's one, and the other is that
Yeah.
she has more context on like how the cooperative and the whole ecosystem works, right? So she
Okay, so then I'll just contact her and get the gist about Agroverse. So here you can share your skill sets, gain
Mhm.
governance tokens. We need to
Yeah,
give them a link on how the governance token works and the
yeah, yeah.
incentivization, build avenues, collaborate.
Mhm.
Again, here you go into the WhatsApp. So do they go directly into the WhatsApp group
No,
of Agroverse, or they all go into the beer hall?
they all go into the beer hall. Actually, I
Okay.
was like even thinking, do we actually want to allow them into the beer hall without anyone vetting? Actually, we voted the last time, right? The whole town hall voted that we don't want them to like automatically come into the beer hall. We want to
So
vet
how
first. So like basically
then we have to give them a calendar and set up a call, and then I don't know, like figure
like
out who's going.
no, actually the way I would see like we should like get them to like all fill up all their information in the form, right? And then like the admin email account should receive an email like saying this person is like trying to join the DAO as like this role and these are the superpower. And then someone in the DAO can like look at like, okay, this profile, right? And then meanwhile, after submitting, the person should actually receive an email like saying one of our governors will actually like look through your application and we'll like reach out soon, you know.
Okay,
And
so
then
do they upload a CV? Isn't it getting too formal?
I wouldn't even say CV, right? It's like basically.
Okay, there's maybe just a description, yeah, because CV becomes too much. Okay,
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
share. Say, okay, please. Okay, then we don't.
It's like
Okay.
you remember how I like kind of interviewed like V Vama when I realized
Yeah, yeah,
he was like, okay, what is your superpower? Okay,
yeah.
great. Like, what is your fully self-actualized self is, Because everyone has a
Oh,
version of who they want to be, their best self.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
after this, like,
yeah.
okay, how do you think you can like match to the TrueSight DAO? If you don't, then like your self-actualized version probably don't belong in the TrueSight DAO, isn't it?
But that is a question that I've created in the thing where, because see, when the conversation I had with V was not about the actualization, it was just about the agroverse. That's how it came out, because he
Yeah.
was also talking about his agrotech project. And I said,
Uh,
oh, I'm also part of it. So
yeah,
that could be one journey
yeah.
where you skip this and you go into the project, or, the
Yeah,
other part.
that
Okay,
is
so
like
we believe in,
this is kind of like the informal channel, right? Because like someone already championed your entrance. It's great. This one is
governors.
like, hey, any like guy
Will
come in is like, okay, what's your superpower? We don't even know who you are. Let's like see if we can like find you applicable.
you, one of your governors will reach out to you to, can't say to select you, to chat with you further. To you to let you,
I think we should change the word discussion. We don't want people to just come in to talk. We believe your presence can reach our the quality of our work and foster.
okay, will in
Yeah, now it becomes okay.
do you,
We don't really accept talkers in the group. You only accept doers in there. Yeah.
reach out to you to, mm, mm, mm. We build together, we die together.
Yeah, we seppuku together, right? You saw the post by Bruce Lee? Learn the art of dying. Liberate your ambitious mind.
I will refrain from publicly discussing this topic.
That guy is famous, man. You can just quote him. It's like, why are we dying? Because Bruce Lee said, free your ambitious mind, master the art of dying.
The only thing in response to you, I can just say rebirth. We build together.
Yeah, it's all about rebirth. That's true.
Yeah. We build together.
Yeah, building. Yeah.
I don't know, I'll think of something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll
That's
be-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's, anyways, once he comes on, we can talk about this.
Yeah. I wonder if Sadi.
So if once we
Uh-huh.
once this is done, because what we have right now is a
Yeah.
temporary, right? So the vision that I have is, hopefully, I'm guessing, hopefully as a group we have, is that we patch all of the websites that we have together as one. So it's a end-to-end experience. So for that, then the core, because there are a few things I feel which is disconnected now, is that are we as a DAO promoting, the self-awareness as a key concept that leads people into doing XYZ, because not everybody is going to be at that stage. So when we start that conversation, the conversation should start with a question of, like, how do you envision yourself, or some question, right? Then we look at what is your spiritual quotient, like what level of awareness are you at, what we were talking from, I can't remember what is the basic to, let's say, awareness and actualization. Then we say, okay, now that you are at this stage, this is what the DAO offers. it can either go into the NFT, which is the different levels and governance, and then the NFT is tied to the governance token. That's a different conversation. But
Yeah,
then it starts with, the whole, because right now in our projection of the DAO, that is not. It's like, okay, we are something that we're looking at to blah blah blah, but the main things are the projects, and this is how we do it. So the fact that the journey of the spirituality, or not even spirituality, self-awareness is not, it's not really coming up strong as our main core focus.
would
Then we
would
say,
you
okay,
call it self-awareness or self-actualization? Because those are two very different concepts, you know.
self-actualization, I think, happens right at the end before self-awareness.
Yeah, I think like we are really promoting self-actualization over here rather than self-awareness. Because like
But
self-awareness, you can just like go sit under the Bodhi tree all day long and achieve self-awareness. You know, self-actualization
yeah,
is
but
a version of yourself, and you are the one to get there. Then you're using like
uh,
as a vehicle to get
yeah,
there, you know.
then in that sense, we are saying that we want people like you and me who already have a sense of what this is, or they want to embrace it. That
Yes.
is,
Yeah. We're not here to convert you, the non-believer. If you're a non-believer, help yourself. Go find yourself a tree. Go sit under there like Dr. Dennis. He's gonna sit under the tree. I say, all right, good. Go enjoy yourself. Go sit under the tree. Inshallah, something will happen, or whatever doesn't happen, whatever. Yeah, but
yeah,
people.
yeah, eventually, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's a question that we will have to see collectively if the DAO even wants to emerge into this from what it is. Because it's not that you and
Self-actualization.
me, we can take the authority or the ownership of saying, oh, suddenly we're going to go to this, when a lot of people within the DAO might not even
Yeah,
have this kind of purpose, right? So this is, I think, another conversation
yeah.
that people will need to have.
Is it even considered spiritual quotient, right? Because like when you look at the whole Maslow hierarchy of needs,
Okay, self quotient.
because
I'm
like
just giving it giving it a
yeah,
name, but you get what the approach I'm saying, right? So
yeah,
that's a
I get that.
conversation that people who are within the
Yeah,
space also need to understand, because currently now it's not completely there, it's not completely here, and it's relatable. When it becomes
yes.
into this, it's only people who really have this journey will be interested
Yeah,
and will want to acknowledge that.
yeah. It's
So
like I would say self-actualization first, and if you progress against be further beyond that, maybe at some point you reach like self-awareness, self-realization, whatever. But self-actualization first, you know. But that
but
one
yeah, but
not within the scope, you know. If you ever get that, great.
yeah, that greatness, I don't know how many people, I don't think I'll reach anytime soon, but
But
you have to be really selfless to reach that
yeah,
stage.
yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, to
Yeah.
even to understand this concept and to be aware of it and how it works,
Mm-hmm.
I think the current DAO needs to understand that, do we even shift the purpose that it will start like this, because it's a heavy thing anyway.
Yeah, it is.
uh
I would say like
one
I'm
Yeah,
totally okay if like a whole bunch of DAO members who do not align just churn, you know. Because like look, if you come here, you're like kind of sitting around doing nothing, then like no point even like us like coming around, sitting around doing nothing. I can like literally go and do nothing by myself under the tree. But like part of the reason as to why like the whole self-actualization thingy came about, right? Look, everyone's been complaining. I like talk ever since like pandemic. There's like saying, no, it's like, I just like don't want to like be working my whole life just as a cock in a wheel. You know, it's like there's like a higher purpose for my personal existence. That's the general theme. Then I was like saying, okay, let's like reinvent the wheel. Let's like see how we can create a whole workspace where you can fully self-actualize and do what you're really passionate about. And let this be the DAO. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah. So but that is a conversation collectively people have to
Yes.
take, because the approach is very different, to
Yeah.
what we have now.
Yes.
When
You
the
have to
page
shift.
opens up, this is the conversation it needs to start with,
Yeah.
rather than indirectly saying whatever it's saying.
Self-actually.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
then that self actualization, and the key concept within that is about what we call seva, where
Mm-hmm.
you will do something for the community, And
Yes.
the gratification is not going to be immediate. Like,
No.
let's say today I have somebody, like, I think you put up a profile for digital marketing and
Yeah,
something, I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm meeting somebody tomorrow who's
Yeah.
very, very skilled, but I don't think she's going to be doing it for later gratification. If we do have, I mean, like, it would be something that she would take up as a, as a consultancy. So then, people need to know right at this point
Yeah.
that that is how it should work. Or
Yeah.
that's the thing, that drives the
Yeah.
community.
That's
And
how
that's
I've
when
been.
we need to, yeah, and that's where we need to figure out what the business model of something like that works. Because
Yeah.
right now, I think we're still trying to figure that out.
I think
Okay, so
once
yeah,
the sales starts flowing through Agriverse, we kind of like already know what the business model is. And like regarding like all the filtering of like prospects, right? Like nowadays, people like a lot of people reach out to me, like, hey, yeah, I
okay,
know your company, blah. It's like saying, yeah, by the way, this is not a company, this is a DAO. And first thing first,
yeah,
we only award governance tokens for contribution. If you're not interested, we should not waste each other's time. That's the
yeah,
first level of
yeah,
filter. If you are not
yeah.
interested, we should not be talking anymore. Then if
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
interested,
because that is the core,
that's the
that
core.
is the, yeah, that is the core that
Hmm.
people need to understand.
Yes.
Uh yeah. So one thing which we need to add in the current website is the white paper.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
it goes into projects. Projects, it will be Agroverse, right?
Yes.
Uh I'm guessing we need to figure out, we need to talk about the roles, the
Yeah.
governance,
I
the
think the
purchase, and
governance
once
is
the
like a
purchase,
handled in a town hall. Purchase, yeah, website.
but yeah, and it goes into the website. Everything you see in green, in purple is current. Everything you see in green is
Ah,
a proposition.
I
We
see.
should have a place where, let's say, Agroverse has multiple propositions. Like, let's say what I'm planning to do with
Yeah, yeah,
Vladco.
yeah,
We
yeah.
can add, view, submit, and there could be a community conversation. Uh, then there could be oh, this is also,
Then stop stealing my food. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, and this also should be there.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Yeah, the white paper, and yeah, this proposal, and then this has to be the voting. This,
Okay.
yeah.
Voting.
Yeah, once that happens, then there is also the governance tokens. Now, once the governance token, this is just on the current website,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
should show how it works, how people are incentivized, and the contribution.
yeah.
Now, this is the next one, which is the connect, which we don't have.
What?
We might, I mean, it's like once you connect, then you will have this is basically going into what you had created, the original, the original, where you have the governance, the governance categories, the current cycle, people who are
I see.
active or non-active,
Okay.
profiles, and the previous cycle. Then it goes into the token management.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
token management will have the projects and stuff about the DAO tokens, and how
Okay.
it's, basically the info, the data sets about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then the ledger. So the ledger, once it becomes, digital, will have the view. You can view the ledger. You can add and subtract, points from the ledger and
Yes.
upload. You should also have the ability to, like, let's say, how yesterday I put up, like how you put up a photo of the call and saying that this needs to be tokenized. That also needs to go onto the website. It should, nothing should be on the WhatsApp group anymore.
Mm,
People can manage
I
and swap their tokens, the profile, and the voting on the ledger of how it would work. Then
see.
it would come into proposals of, like, general things from the DAO, where people can add, vote,
Yeah.
and view. Live updates, what you keep giving on the, on the WhatsApp groups.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think there should be a way where we kind of, add it onto the website, and people can
Mm,
chat, do whatever, and then the operational also, I think there should be a back end that, it should be a self-sufficient website that does everything. So yeah, this is where I am. I'm going to build on this more,
Okay,
where
perfect.
where we can figure out what can be the next steps, because if we are at the stage, if we are getting, things are rolling out, if it
Yeah,
all
yeah,
comes together, then we can actually say we are funding, we are functioning as a DAO,
yeah,
when
yeah.
these things come together. And since we internally can't do this, I mean, given the resources and the time of the connect, then we will need to find funding
The
that
word
will,
is yet,
make.
right?
Pardon me?
The word is yet, right? Internally can't do this yet. This has to
No,
find
yet, I mean, yet meaning, I mean, some people have said that they have the skill, but they don't have the time.
Of course.
And yeah, and which is fair enough, right? I mean, you can't tell people, and this is a lot of work. So I
That is.
don't think people should be doing it on, later gratification or on the pure love for the DAO. Um, Yeah, so it's almost quarter to 11. If this call is not happening, then
I guess study is probably busy. Okay.
yeah,
But I get a sense, like let's see. Yeah, so we kind of talked about onboarding, and then we
yeah,
talked
yeah.
about the future plans. And then let's end this call, and then we'll wait for Sadi to respond. And if he does, then we'll
So then I don't need to hurry up with Garris.
no, actually, regarding Gary's case, like if you have the form already available, just like tell Gary, it's like, hey, can you get the
No, he's not said anything. I just reached out because I thought he was already expecting the website. So that's why I said that maybe we should just make something on Wix and start the process.
I
But
see.
if there is no hurry, then we can just wait for Sadi to, and plus poor thing is COVID. I don't think we should like rush
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Last time I had
um,
like some strange symptom, I was down for 2, 3 weeks, so it did not work very well.
I think I had COVID, which I didn't know because I'm still coughing. It's been like 4 weeks. I
Really?
think it's like COVID, whatever.
Uh,
Yeah, so if there is no pressure, then we can just wait for him to come back, and
yes, yes.
we'll just update him on the thing.
Yeah,
I So right now, in terms of whatever information I need for Agroverse, I'll just ask Emmeline to give it to me
yeah,
in
yeah,
terms of the text, and yeah, and then yeah,
yeah.
she's carrying on.
Because I
Yeah,
think,
I'm going to be finalizing the conversation, whatever I had with Matthias, and I'll send it to
yeah,
Vlatko, and we can probably chat later on.
I think in terms of content wise, right? Emmeline is like the source of truth. Because like, look, it's her heritage we are talking about in the first place, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
passed
yeah,
down
yeah,
from her, from generation to generation. If there's a
yeah,
subject matter expert, she's the person. Then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
logistics, you can talk to Matthias or talk to us because we're handling all the logistics. And then like Suhei is like
No,
take
but now if no, but the thing is that if the cacao has already come, if people, by the way, I've sent the Amazon link to a few people.
yeah, yeah.
They were very excited about it. So yeah, so in that sense, then we don't even need it, then let it just flow as just normal retail and commerce right now till
Yeah,
we
yeah.
figure out what to do next. One thing, Gary, we need to sit, I mean, not immediately. If you have time, let's say even for half an hour, to just go through the original website. When will you have time?
Yeah, let's
We'll
just
do
do it
like a
now.
okay. Give me 5 minutes. I've been at it like from 8 o'clock. I'm going to just like I just need to get some water. Just give me 5 minutes. Yeah, let's just do it now. Otherwise, you won't have time. I'll be back. Yeah.
Correct. Perfect. I'll end this call and then we'll do another session.